week was one of my favorite YouTubers, Lilly Singh's birthday. So in honor of that, today I'm going to be counting down her top 10 most hilarious videos. Disclaimer, these are just my opinion and the links to all the videos will be in the description. Also, I will not be including any of her types of videos, videos with her parents only, and also any of her collabs. So these would just be skits and rants with Lilly in it. So let's get started. Number 10 is My Dog Roasts Me. So this video is really funny and also really cute. It features her cute little puppy Scarborough and his cute little puppy voice and all these roasts that the dog is giving to the human, which they're all so funny and so describe kind of Lilly's personality, but also like the general differences between dogs and humans and kind of what defines the relationship and all the stuff that's like weird about it, and like the dog roasts her so good and it's just so funny. So here's a clip of that.
I think that's all talk. How can you run things you can't keep up on our walks? You're out of shape and irrelevant, so please stop. People only watch Lily's vlogs because of Lily's dog. You're the queen of youth.
Alright, next we have number 9, which is things people say to vegetarians. So obviously I'm not a vegetarian. You guys have seen me eat meat many times on this channel before, and Lilly did a video before this one called Things People Say to Canadians. That one was really funny and had a lot of things that are associated with Canadians, but I think this one is a step above. Lots of the things I've wondered about vegetarians, she doesn't really address them in the video. She just like says all these things and makes them into a funny joke, and it just turns into a great video that I can really connect to without even being a vegetarian. And after she made all the jokes about things people say to vegetarians, I couldn't even think of any more that she missed. So she really got that video nailed. So here's a clip.
There's a food chain for a reason. You know meat's already dead, so like you not eating it doesn't do anything. So when you have kids, are they gonna be vegetarian too?
Okay, and for the vegetarian, you wanted the 3 cheese tortellini. Yeah, oh, but that has cheese in it. Is that okay?
Number 8, DIY parody. So anyone who's ever watched a DIY or life hack videos on YouTube know it's a bit strange and it's a bit abnormal and it's not like your normal videos. And Lilly did an entire play of it where she's being super sarcastic and super petty, and it reminds me of every single thing that's wrong with the DIY world and the DIY videos. Even though those videos are still cool, it's just kind of funny to see her parody it and how she plays all the flaws so sarcastically, and it makes it so funny. So
normal notebooks are so boring and plain, and cute ones are so expensive. Like this glitter one is $19.99. But don't worry, you can DIY it. I bought this glue gun, notebook, and glitter off Amazon for only $30.
Next we have number 7, which stands for That One Friend That Believes in Horoscopes. And I love this video because that one friend is me. You're looking at him right here because you guys know how much I love astrology. Horoscopes are not that big, but zodiac signs, which is a big part of this video, is, and basically she talked about that one friend that believes in horoscopes and how sometimes they act weird and some of the stuff they say that's weird, and the person who played that one friend was so representative of the things that people who love astrology like me say. And like the people who don't love astrology, they have similar reactions in like real life to what Lilly was portraying in her video, and she made a lot of like great points like she always does. And at the end, the funny thing is that her horoscope actually came true, and then she started to like kind of believe in it at the very end. So it was a very interesting idea, and I think, again, she did a perfect job modeling that. So here's a clip.
Like, can you imagine being able to use the solar system as a valid excuse?
I'm so sorry, officer. I didn't realize how fast I was going because one of Saturn's rings is tilted.
Babe, listen to me. I only cheated on you because Pluto got kicked out.
Alright, next we have number 6, which is How to Make a Sandwich, which sounds like a really boring video title, but it has 10 million views, which means it's not boring at all. In fact, it's one of her funniest videos and definitely her most savage video. It was the original of all the videos where she clapped back at trolls and hate comments, and this one was a sexist comment. And they said that women need to make sandwiches, which is of course absolutely wrong, and they should be doing YouTube and being funny like Lilly is. So she did what's right, and she taught the troll a lesson of how to make a sandwich. And as she was making that sandwich, she was giving a burns, and it was so savage and it was so funny, and she thought of them so well, and I was like, so here's
Next, you want to take some spinach and put it on your bread. And don't worry about washing the spinach, because dirt belongs in the trash. And that's exactly what you are. Because spinach contains protein, and if you eat a lot of protein, then maybe one day you too can become strong enough to possibly fight for the right to vote.
Alrighty, now we head into the top 5, and number 5 is food that changes the way you talk. So if you're someone that hates puns, then this video is not for you. But if you're a pun lover like me, this video is perfect for you. Basically, the plot is Lily goes to a grocery store and she gets all these foods, and once she plays all these different characters herself, mom, dad, and friends, and they eat all these foods and they start to do stuff that the food describes. Like cheese makes them cheesy, chicken makes them like scared like a chicken, and the puns are just great. I just love puns, and they're one of my favorite kinds of jokes, and I love food, and it's a food-centered video, so I just think it's great, and I love how she plays many characters at the same time. So here's a bit of that.
Something wrong with my eyes. I can't take them off you. That was super cheesy and gross. I'll never find a man that treats me like that. It's not fair. This rap is all dope, but it's not so bad. Your life is where's Waldo? You can't find a man.
Alright, at number 4, we have how to write Amigos song. This video might actually have to be number 1 in the iconic video list. This video has 2 parts to it. The first part of the video, she teaches you how to write Amigos song, which is funny and all. Her techniques are interesting, to say the least. But the funny part is when she sings the song at the end and the music video called Drop Splash Banana, and it is the funniest song I've ever heard, and I could not stop laughing, and I just think the first part really led up to the second part, and it works so good together, and I would never be able to think of that idea. So props to her. Here's a bit of it.
Flash, give you a flash. Got a new tag on my back, it's a cat. Meow, meow, meow. Kitty, oh, meow. Spill a drink, use paper towel. Drip too hard, use paper towel. A-E-I-O, you are bound. Fast and splash like that. All black in a hat, you pass. Situation. First week, drop.
Alright, now we are heading into the top 3, and number 3 is My Family Sucks at Game Night, which is actually a very recent video. So very recently, she started adding an uncle and an aunt character, along with her mom and dad character. And I already talked about that the mom and dad character was in the food that changes the way you talk, but we didn't see much of their personality there because the food was changing their personality. But here, we did get to see their personality, and we also got to see the uncles and the aunt's personality, and this is the second time we've got to see that since the Thanksgiving dinner video, but this one was even more funny. They were playing a game of charades, and the uncle was really shy. He said that this was a dog, and he also kept guessing Jungle Book for every single movie, and then the dad was trying to act out Mission Impossible, but he instead acted out My Wife is Happy, because that was a mission that was impossible for him. And it was so funny to see all these characters and the fact that Lily played all these characters. And I love a Savage video, as you can tell by now. And that was there, and it was just entertaining, so entertaining. So here
It wasn't Jungle Book the first 10 times you said it. Mujhse shaadi karogi, ding 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 ding. Happy mom? Mom in a good mood? Your wife is happy? Huh, yes, that's right. Wait, what? I've never heard of that movie. No, what does the paper say? Yeah, Mission Impossible.
Alrighty, now we head into the top 2, and number 2 is If Rappers Were School Teachers, a very interesting video. This was one of the first Lily videos I've ever watched. It got me interested in her content, and that's not a surprise, because that video, it's no rant, it's entirely a skit, and that skit is comedy gold. Basically, she takes rap songs, she alters the lyrics, and makes them educational. For example, I Like It by Cardi B is now I Write It. And then DNA by Kendrick Lamar is now a science class. And she acted out every teacher, and she acted out also how the rappers would be like if they were teachers while she was singing that song that she created by altering the lyrics, and it's one of her best skits. So here's a clip of that. I love this video.
I like spelling, I like grammar, I like students with some manners. When
made like 6 years ago called When Parents Use Technology. That video is really funny, but the more new version that was only 1 year ago called Old People versus Technology is first share in the top 5 videos of all of YouTube that makes me laugh the most. The video starts with puns, which I already said how much I love. When the dad buys an Apple computer and the mom is wondering why he bought it when he said that he wanted to buy all these other computers like BlackBerry, but he instead gets the fruit, or Adele, but he instead gets an Adele CD, which is quality content. But the funniest part is how the dad tries to discover what's in his Apple computer. First, he's amazed that there's a calendar in it. Then, I'm laughing while talking about it. Then he tries to open Safari, but he thinks that the computer is planning him a vacation. And then he finds the AirDrop option, and he thinks that by clicking it, he's gonna change the pressure in the room. And then it wasn't working because he thought he forgot to turn on iCloud. So that when Lilly told him that AirDrop is so that you can export files to a different person, he thought that once he clicked AirDrop, a file would fall out of a cloud in the sky into someone's house, and he was looking out the window. And everything in that video was so funny. Like, I couldn't believe that the parents were Lilly in that video because it was, like, I'm laughing so hard right now. Just look for yourself. Look for yourself.
Pressure in a room with my computer. Hold on to something. Hold on, be careful, okay? AirDrop. Dad, AirDrop is a way to send files to people that are close to you. I see, okay. Let me send a file to neighbor. Send an eggplant picture. Don't see any file dropping yet. New iOS available. Oh, they get my bloody number, huh? Okay, that's a phone update, Mom. Let's produce your basic shelf, please. Update? No thank you, okay? I'm fine with current day.
Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you've watched Lilly sing. Are you going to watch her now? And if you do, or if you have, what are your favorite videos of her? First, make sure to click that subscribe button because it helped my channel blossom, and I love to see you do that. But most importantly, smile, shine, and be happy. Bye-bye!